It's nice to have you with us here for another edition of Powered Up and Plugged In. I'm Jack.
And I'm Karen.
And Powered Up and Plugged In is powered by Palmore Real Estate. And we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. We think we have a good show for you today.
Yeah, grab a cup of coffee.
Absolutely. We got ours here. And our all-around town feature today is very interesting and can answer a lot of questions for you if you have elderly parents that are perhaps ill or sick and you're trying to figure out some things.
Yeah.
Today's edition will help you out tremendously. But taking a look at some of the things going on in and around our country, the 45th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, was arraigned in New York this week on charges he paid hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels.
And on top of that, Stormy Daniels lost a suit to President Trump, and he's having to pay her, or she's having to pay him for a lawsuit that was dismissed, and now she's been ordered to pay him.
I think that's
almost the same amount of money.
Yeah, I was reading something very interesting
That's
this
funny,
morning that Representative James Comer of the Senate Oversight Committee said this morning that he has had calls now from some Republican attorneys general and DAs in a couple of states want to know how they can pursue the Bidens.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was reading a while ago. Yeah, so what they have done is opened up a can of worms.
They've opened up Pandora's box. Get prepared.
They sure
What's
have.
good for the goose is good for the gander, if you ask me.
And the people,
it was such a circus.
Yeah, the people are just are fed up with all the stuff that's going on in our country, the stuff against President Trump. A lot of people have that were either right on the fence or whether they're going to support him or not for his presidential run have come over to his side now when they've seen what's
going on with
the
judicial system. This is it's more than Trump. It's the judicial system that's under fire here.
That's exactly
right. They
right.
are tanking our judicial system.
They sure are.
And it's starting right here and now. So
so it's going to be interesting to see where all of this plays out.
Yep.
And also this morning, militants have fired rockets, Karen, into Jerusalem today.
34 or 32.
Yeah.
And 25 they intercepted.
Yeah, and it's just as the Jewish people have begun celebrating Passover, which is a very holy time for them. So that's going to be very interesting. The tensions between China and the United States have grown even more intense because the Taiwan president visited in the U.S. yesterday.
No, it was the other way around, wasn't it?
No. McCarthy visited with her in California.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time the president had been to the United States. So they're threatening something.
Something.
So we'll have to wait and see. And of course,
stay tuned.
yeah, keep them locked and loaded, folks. That's all I can say. And of course, Christians everywhere are celebrating this Holy Week also, leading up to Easter Sunday.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
A lot of festivities going on too.
Yeah, there is. That's more to come in the end of the show. We'll discuss our church anyway.
Well, as we mentioned before, everyone, I'm sure that some of you have some elderly parents that are ill and in need of care, and you may have a lot of questions on what to do. So we invited some healthcare professionals who specialize in this kind of care to join us to talk to us about it. And that's the subject of this week's
hospice care and nursing home.
Okay.
How they all relate together.
And this is the subject of this week's All Around Town segment. So let's watch.
welcoming everybody to another edition of All Around Town. And we got some really great people with us today who are with Concho Hearts Hospice and also Birchwood Place of Grapevine. So our first question out of the patch is we're going to let everybody introduce themselves, and we'll get on with the questions after that. So, Joe.
Hi, my name is Joe Leaning, and I've been a hospice nurse for over 18 years, and I'm the owner of Concho Hearts Hospice.
Good morning, I'm Naomi Romero, and I am a nurse of 30 years. I right now do marketing at Birchwood's Place of Grapevine.
Good morning, my name is Liz, and I am the Director of Nursing for Concho Hearts Hospice Fort Worth. I've been doing nursing for about 14 years.
Good morning. My name is Jeremy Gingler, and I'm the chaplain and bereavement coordinator for Concho Hearts Hospice. I've been working in churches for about 15 years, been a hospice chaplain for about 3 years.
Hi, my name's Joe Ashmore. What's up? No, just kidding. Just wanted to say I've been in nursing for 30 plus years.
Awesome. So, Joe, not you, Joe, this Joe. What made you start Concho Hearts Hospice?
Like I said before, I've been in hospice for 18 years. I've worked in all different facets as a nurse, and the 3 years prior to opening our company, I worked in the corporate office. And the things I learned from that are things that I did not want to do. So with that and wanting to give a personal touch on care, I hooked up with my buddies and we decided to start our own company. And so that's really the basis of why, is to give personal care to patients the way it should be for hospice.
Joe, tell us a little bit about the hospice and what you do, what services you might offer.
Yeah, well, first I'll tell you, this is actually our anniversary month. So it'll be 2 years this month, actually April 1st. So we consider April our anniversary month. And we have 11 locations now, mostly in the DFW Metroplex, but we're also in San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and San Angelo. And so that's kind of our basis. And I will tell you that I know I'm going off topic a little bit, we don't have the big name behind us, so we really rely on the care that we give and word of mouth from the family members. So that's we take that to heart, and so each patient is not a number. We truly go out, and that is our family member, our loved one, that we take care of, because that's the only way we grow. And Jeremy's the question. Yeah.
And how long have you been in business?
2 years this April.
So you're brand new, basically.
Yes, in the hospice.
So it's word of mouth, right? So that's why we're doing this, to help you get the word out there. A lot of our followers are older people, so just so you know that. So most people think that hospice is mostly end of life, that you send hospice in there when they're basically on end of life. But they're more than that. They do more things than just that. And so Jeremy's going to explain to us what other things they do besides end of life.
Absolutely. What we do with hospice is, basically it's, you can start with having 6 months left, not just 1 week or 2 weeks. You can have 6 months left, and then if you need to stay on a little bit longer than that, then we have ways of making sure that, we can measure that. But what I do is I'm part of the psychosocial team. And the psychosocial team consists of a chaplain and a social worker. So the social worker really handles a lot of the safety, a lot of the legal, a lot of those kinds of questions. And the chaplain, as a chaplain, we handle the spiritual, emotional, relational, and mental. Because one thing that we do know about the hospice journey is that it is a journey of one sort for the patient and a whole nother kind for the family. And so as chaplains, we help out on both sides of that. We reach out to the patient, we reach out to the family. If you want to talk to us about what's going on medically with you, totally fine. But we are also here almost more like a counseling type support as well. Maybe you need a companion. Maybe you need someone to listen to you. Maybe you need direct help. Maybe your family member saying, hey, what's your advice on this situation? How can I relate to my mom better? How can I relate to my husband better? Then that's what we do as chaplains. And then if you need a pastor, chaplains can be pastors, but they don't have to be. We have a very flexible role. But as a psychosocial team, we help you with the non-medical side of hospice, because our medical side and our activities of daily living side are covered by absolute experts.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So people that want to get the services of hospice, how do they pay for this? Is this a benefit through Medicare, Medicaid, however it does? How do you pay for it?
Yeah, so majority of the patients, we don't ever charge a patient. So it's either covered by Medicare or Medicaid, or there are times that we take a patient just free of charge.
Pro bono.
Yeah.
Like pro bono.
Yeah, so there's never a charge to the family from hospice. So it's either covered by insurance in one way or another, or it's free. So.
Well, great. That's good to know. I mean, for people out there that are being faced with these kinds of things right now, it's good to know that it is covered by coming directly out of their pocket.
Yeah, and with that, we actually provide equipment for the patient, we provide supplies for the patient, and we provide medications for the patient that actually can be a cost savings for the family, because it would be meds that they would normally have to pay a copay for, or maybe some of the equipment, we actually cover all of those costs within the Medicare.
That would be things like walkers,
Wheelchairs, hospital beds, oxygen.
shower stools, those kinds of things if they need be. Excellent. So hospice always works in conjunction with a nursing home, and Naomi is the person from the nursing home side of it. So explain to us how that works.
So typically, if I get a referral from, let's just say Concho, and they say that they need to place a patient in our facility, we would get a contract, a single contract, or we would get a general contract with them, so that way that patient is taken care of there at the facility. Once we get those contracts in, and the Medicare or Medicaid or whatever way payment is going to be finalized, they come into the room, and our nurses, on top of their care, we also care for them. So we'll care for them 24/7, while Concho's nurses come in twice a week or once a week, or the CNAs come in 3 times a week, or depending on what the rotation is. On the other spectrum, we do the rest of the care, and we do the TLC and whatnot for the families and whatnot.
And then we communicate together to
Correct.
make sure with the family to make sure.
That we're all on the same page, yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
So we become a team.
I mean, yeah. Peace out. Y'all are too funny. Do I?
And just to clarify, we do provide hospice care at home, assisted living facilities, and nursing homes.
Gotcha. I have a funny story. We sent hospice in for my aunt, and we thought it was the last time. It was about the 10th time we called hospice in. She was 90-something years old, and her daughter goes in and says, "Mom, I think you can go." And she goes, "Well, I can, but not today." And then I thought, oh my gosh, that's my aunt. So, Nurse Hatchet back here, Nurse Joe. How can people get in touch with you guys?
They can basically call us. We are available 24/7. We do have people that answer our phones. We get referrals also through hospitals, friends, family members, just everybody in general. Also, we were talking about facilities. We do respite. I got you, Jack. So when you need a break from Karen, we offer 5 days, okay? I got you.
I think it's the other way around.
The bad news is you got to qualify for hospice first.
Yes. But definitely give us a call. Let me tell you our number. You can definitely reach us at our office number is 817. Sorry, I don't have my cheaters on. Let me have your cheaters so I can see. See, we got old people leading old people over here. 817-953-0938. And you can also call my cell at 817-773-6938, or just call Jack and Karen.
That's right. Well, I think that does it for us for this edition of All Around Town. What a marvelous group of people we have here. So until next week, we'll check you out next week. They were so funny. They were such a good group.
Yeah, but they take their responsibility and their
Very
jobs
seriously.
very seriously.
Yes, they
but
do.
yeah, they were a fun group of people, and we appreciate all of them coming to our home to film this segment.
Now
of
we're
All
talking
Around
with
Town.
Nurse Hatchet Joe.
Ratchet.
And Nurse Hatchet. Ratchet, okay, whatever. About doing a little segment once a month on
Yeah.
different
Healthcare.
things on healthcare.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
anyway, just we're rolling that around.
And if it went too fast for you to write down telephone numbers, you can always go back and take a look at that.
Yeah.
Or just
Pause
simply
it.
give us a call or something on our Facebook site, and we'll be happy to give you those phone numbers. But that is a very, very big thing that some folks have to decide on when talking about your parents, if they're ill or getting close to end of life. And that also is a good thing for us to say that Karen is SRES specialist, which is senior real estate specialist. If there is a home that your elderly parents need to sell to settle
Yeah.
their affairs, we can help you
Yeah.
with that. The number's right below us. You can give me a call, and I'll be happy to help you, and we can get that
And you
home
know, the
taken
biggest
care
thing
of.
that a lot of the families don't realize is sometimes people don't have their wills in place. They don't have different things like that. So those are things that we're not lawyers, but we do work with some of that stuff to help them navigate through the process.
That
And
is
I know
correct.
when my mom passed away, you know, we had a decision and we just pretty much decided to sell it as is so that, you know, of course, it was a lot of work to go through her house. And because by the time they reached 90 years old, 96, you know, they have acquired a whole lot of stuff.
Acquired is not the word
So
for it
we,
here, but
we offer, Jack and I offer, you know, the navigation and where to go and what to do and things like that.
say there's some fun things coming up this weekend. Of course, it's Easter weekend,
Easter
and
weekend.
hopefully you have an opportunity to attend the church of your choice and give thanks back to the good Lord and remember what the season's all about. But it's also a time for the kids to have a little fun too, and there's some events going on this weekend.
Well, not so much for kids.
Oh, really?
Well, there was so many Easter
Oh,
egg
Easter
hunts.
egg hunts last week.
There was so many, I couldn't list all of them. So we did pick one out, but I mean, we did pick one Easter service out, our Easter egg hunt out, which is being done on Saturday, April 8th, from 10 to 1. It is at the Lyle Lodge in Azle, Texas.
Yeah.
And it is on Peden Road. They were going to have a petting zoo, face painting, butterfly release, and much more. They're
Oh,
going to have.
can we go, Mama?
We can. Complimentary sliders, tacos, pizza will be available from food trucks, and it says
That should be a lot of fun.
in case of inclement weather, check our website.
Tell you what, one of the things I love about Easter is when we were growing up. Boy, you dressed to the nines
Oh,
going to
yeah,
church.
back in the
little
day, you
girls
did.
in their little dresses and
Dresses.
shoes and socks.
Yeah.
And the guys had on their little ties, you know, clip-on variety, if mind you.
My grandmother on my dad's side, she'd always make us these cute, pretty little frilly dresses for Easter with the white little handbags and the white Mary Janes. You know, of course, I never could wear the Mary Janes because my foot's too small. But like I said, also coming up this weekend, we've got 2 car shows we thought we would relay to you.
Okay.
There's going to be a car show at the Old South Pancake House.
Oh, yeah.
Yummy, which is Saturday, April the 8th, and it's at 4 p.m. And of course, it's on University Drive. They're going to have classic car show, and much more.
Oh, man, that sounds
And
like a
then-
lot of fun.
Yep. And then their second annual AACFA car show is coming up at Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. And that is Saturday, April the 8th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there again, they're going to have a lot of things to provide to you. And you know, if you need to find out what weekend events, you can just Google Tarrant County events and just select what's going on this weekend. That's where I get a lot of these from. And there's a lot of things out there that you can do during the week or, you know, on the weekends.
Well, it's been a lot of fun on our show today. If you'd like to get in touch with us, it's really very, very simple. If you are on Facebook, either on your phone or your computer, just go to your search bar, type in Powered Up and Plugged In, and that'll take you to our site. You can see some of our past shows as well as the current show. Become a member of our Facebook group page. Doesn't cost you anything and gives us another voice to hear. If you have something you'd like to suggest, or maybe a person or a business, a place that you'd like us to cover, we'll take our roving cameras out and do a segment of all around town. But it's very, very simple. And there's another way.
Yes, they can always get in touch with us through our email at pluggedin2024, all one word, at gmail.com.
And of course, as we leave you again, this is Easter weekend. Easter Sunday is coming up, and we invite you to go to a church of your choice. If you're new to the area or you don't have a home church, we invite you to come out to the Lighthouse Fellowship Church, where Karen and I attend. It's a lot of fun. It's very contemporary.
Yes.
And it has a traditional service
It
also
does.
for those who like the traditional services.
Here's their services.
Yes, there it is.
Good Friday is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It's going to be outside in the back of the church where they have the cross out there. And then on Sunday, they have sunrise service that's also going to be in the back of the church. It's at 7 a.m. And then Easter Sunday, they have their services, which is April the 9th, at 9:30 and 11.
Right.
So those are the services for our church.
Well, we hope you have some great plans for the weekend. Whatever you do, be kind to your neighbor. It doesn't cost you anything. Be kind to a stranger. That's what makes our area here so special, is its people.
Yeah.
And we encourage you to be very courteous and very kind to your neighbors. We also ask God to bless you and bless our great country as we go through some very trying times right now in the United States of America.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter. Until we see you again, be safe.
Take care.
God bless, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.